Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. So, what I'd like to do with all of you is a little meditation and just to center ourselves and collect ourselves, to congratulate ourselves that we've done really well. Here is a visualization that I'm going to share with all of you, and I invite you to find a comfortable place in your home. I invite you to close your eyes while you're watching me. I sound out the instructions for you on this visualization. This is one of my favorite visualizations, and in fact, we have a video of this visualization posted on our YouTube channel, so you may have seen this a few weeks ago. This is the one for finding your inner child. So, what I invite you to do is to make yourself comfortable. You want to take off your shoes, maybe even your socks, wiggle your toes. You can lie down and become horizontal. Do whatever it takes for you to be comfortable. And now that you're comfortable, I want you to concentrate on your breathing. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. And as you are breathing in, I want you to inhale through your nose and imagine your body, your chest and your abdomen inflating, blowing up like a balloon and rising. And when you're breathing out, I want you to blow out of your mouth like a straw, like you're blowing out into a straw. So breathe in. Balloon is rising. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Keep doing that. As you continue to breathe, I want you to focus your awareness on it. I want you to focus the awareness on your inhalation, your exhalation, and the space in between. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and as I count, you will relax more deeply with each count. Allow your body to release all of its tension and keep the awareness on my voice. 1. You are becoming more relaxed. You are sinking into the floor, chair, whatever it is you are sitting or lying on. 2. Notice any part of your body that feels tense. Allow that tension to dissipate. Now, focused on a part of your body that is relaxed. Focused on how relaxed you feel. Continue to breathe deeply. 3. You are relaxed, and you continue to breathe deeply. Picture, if you will, a golden cord coming from the middle of your body and penetrating deep into the earth where it is anchored securely, so that no matter where you go, you are always attached to the earth. Now, picture another cord that is attached to the middle of your body that goes way out into the universe. Follow that cord up into the universe, turning to admire the view of Earth below. As you reach the far reaches of the universe, you notice a rainbow-colored cord. Follow it back down to Earth. As you reach Earth, you notice that you are at the end of a tunnel. The tunnel is illuminated. Notice what color the light is. Notice if it is very bright, or very dim, or somewhere in between. You slowly walk down towards the end of the tunnel. There is light all along the walls of the tunnel. Continue to walk. Soon you will see the end of the tunnel, and at the end, you see a door. Keep walking towards the door. Now you are at the door. It is closed, and soon you will open it. You now open the door, wide open, and step through. Notice what you see. Notice where you are. Take notice of as many details as you can. Notice if there are any plants, buildings. Is this a familiar place or someplace else? You see someone in the distance and you start to walk towards them. You get closer and closer to them. Now you are standing directly in front of them. You are now with your inner child. They have come to visit you. Notice how old your inner child is. Notice what they look like. Notice the color of their hair, if they are short or tall. Notice what they are wearing. Notice how they carry themselves. Any other features? Just notice. Now, offer your inner child your hand. You are going on a walk with them. They will guide you. You start to walk. Notice the scenery changing. Notice how it is changing. Keep walking. Keep breathing. Your inner child will continue to guide you. When you stop, you look up and you notice now that you are at your childhood home. Notice the feelings this brings up for you. Really connect with these feelings and experience them fully. Keep noticing these feelings. Your inner child wants to tell you something. Listen to them as they speak to you. Notice what they are saying. You walk through your old home with your inner child. Notice what rooms you are walking through. What do you notice about them? Notice the colors. Notice if there are ornaments, smells, feelings, anything else. Your inner child starts to tell you about a significant event. What is it? How did it affect your inner child? Notice their facial expressions. Notice how they are holding themselves. Notice how they are feeling. Simply notice. You are now ready to leave your old home. Keep holding your inner child's hand and start to walk. When the place you just left is in the distance, look back at it. Your inner child looks back too. Notice if they say anything. If so, what do they say? Ask your inner child, if they could be different, how would that be? What or who told them this? Now, ask your inner child if they have any dreams. If so, what are they? What or who, if anything, keeps them from pursuing their dreams? Just listen. What is your inner child feeling? Joy? Sorrow? Something else? Excitement? Anger? Be with your inner child. Notice what they are feeling and how they are expressing it. Ask your inner child what needs to happen in order for them to remember and pursue their dreams. Now, ask your inner child to tell you their nickname. Listen to the nickname your inner child gives you. It is now time to go. Your inner child starts to walk. They are taking you back to the door you came through. You are now back at the door. Your inner child thanks you for coming to visit them. They want to show you that they are always there within you and that they want you to visit them periodically. Listen as they tell you how often they would like you to do this. Your inner child says goodbye for now. How do they do this? Show them gratitude for taking this journey with you. Now, you walk through the door and into the tunnel. You follow the tunnel, and towards the end of it, you reach that rainbow-colored cord. You follow this cord back out into the universe, where it meets the cord that'll take you back to Earth. You follow this cord back to Earth. I will now count backwards from 3 to 1. At the count of 1, you will be back in this current time and place, fully refreshed and able to remember everything. 3. You become aware of your breathing. Notice the inhalation, the exhalation, and the space in between. 2. You feel your physical body. Wiggle your toes. Stretch your arms. Arch your back. Get grounded. 1. You are back in your body in this time and place. Slowly open your eyes, feeling refreshed, centered, grounded, and having the perfect amount of rest. You remember everything. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on today's visualization, Finding Your Inner Child. If you'd like, and if you happen to have a pen or a notebook with you, if your young one has crayons or paper with them, feel free to write or draw anything that comes to your mind. In fact, I encourage you to start writing and drawing some things now so that you don't forget this journey that you just took with your inner child. And as you do that, I'd like to share with you some more ideas that I have for mindfulness and for family together time. I have here with me, as you are writing and drawing your ideas of what your inner child has said to you, or what you're thinking about that you've learned from this past visualization. This visualization is also available on our YouTube channel, and it's called the Inner Child Visualization. I don't have the exact date that it was posted, but if you go and you subscribe to our EarlyON YouTube channel, you can search for Inner Child Visualization, and you should see it. I think it was posted in the second week of September. So that's one visualization that you can do. And in fact, we have many visualizations that we were able to post during this time on our channel. So I'm hoping that you're able to have a chance to mindfully enjoy all of those. I hope that you've had a chance now to write or draw some ideas that you've had from the visualization that we just went on. And I'll give you a few moments to do that. In the meantime, I have a list of wonderful ideas that I'd love to share with you of activities that you can do at home with your children, of activities that you can do with one another. I invite you all in the time that might be too cold to go outside, that you can bring some outdoor activities inside, one of them being having a parade inside your home. You can use homemade instruments like beans in a jar, wooden spoon in a plastic bowl. You can use clappers and have yourself a parade inside. Congratulate yourself on staying together, on being focused. These are really hard, difficult times for all of us. So I'm really happy that I have this platform to share with all of you just a piece of mindfulness, just some time to do some deep breathing, some time to close your eyes and just be away from the present. That's really important to me and something that I've learned to do on a daily basis. That's what keeps me cheery and happy and full of energy and life. And it's my gift to you to share these activities and share this journey so that you can find that energy on your own and you can find that peace in your heart. Another activity you can do is spread some blankets on the floor and pillows on the floor, and you can roll on the floor and tumble on the floor, practice your somersaults and balance on the floor. Make sure there's enough space around you and make sure that it's safe to do so. This is always fun to do inside. Another activity that I like to do is I like to invent silly names for simple exercises that I do. And as I invent these silly names for these simple exercises, I practice them and then I share them with my friends and my family and share them with people I love, show them the exercises that I've invented. I invite them to do the exercises with me. Just simple movements, raising your hand above your head. And I call this question, please, question, please, question, please. Or you can do some neck rotation. Oh, look! What do you see? And the other way? Oh, look! What do you see? Simple, simple exercises include your whole body. These are just examples with my upper body, only because of where the camera is. Another activity I like to do is to put on music and have a dance party. Dancing or being active in the home. If there's space to run or jump, I'd encourage running and jumping while the music is on. And then with the music, you can also play a freeze game. So you have the music on and you're running and you're dancing and you're jumping, and then turn the music off and you say stop or you say freeze. And if you're doing this with a group of people, you can see who is frozen and you can see who is not frozen. And sometimes you can choose to play this game as an elimination game. So whoever is the last one to freeze, they are out. But in the spirit of inclusion And in the spirit of inclusivity, while they're out, I would also have another activity that the children who are out could participate in or do, whether it's a book that they can read or another activity from this list that they can do, so that they're not fully excluded. The rest of us are still playing. If you're able to have a chance to go outside, one of my favorite things to do is to rake up piles and piles of leaves and jump in them. That's one of my favorite fall things to do. However, this being an outdoor activity, before going back into the home, I remind all of you to give yourselves a good shake, because we don't know what's in those leaves, whether there are insects or dirt that we might be bringing into the home. So after you jump in those piles of leaves and have fun throwing them in the air and have fun with nature, give yourself a good shake and pat yourself down and look over before you bring anything into the house that you don't want. Another activity, this is a group activity. You can catch leaves as they're falling, and you can go on a nature walk, or if you have a list ahead of time of all the things you want to find in nature, you can have a scavenger hunt or a nature bingo. Let's see, another activity that you can lie on the floor while your child steps over you. So this could be done inside or outside. Use yourself as an obstacle for your child to climb on, or climb through, or climb over, and really fully engage in the physical experience. You can form a bridge using your hands and your feet so that your child can crawl through you. You can stand with your legs apart and you ask your child to crawl through. You can sit on the floor with your legs apart and have your child jump over one leg at a time. Now, depending on the age and size of your child, you can take turns with the climbing through the hands and the feet if your child is big enough. But if not, then you can do the last one where you're sitting on the floor and your child's sitting on the floor, and then you can jump over their legs one at a time. It's really important for all of us to take turns in these activities, just to be engaged with our children, just to be silly and active with our children, even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes a day. Take these activities, take this mindfulness that you are receiving right now, and I want you to really express it in the rest of the week, in the rest of the activities you're doing. I'm just going to share a few more activities that I hope that you'll have a chance to jot down or rewatch this video. I'm going to try and leave this video up if I can. This is my first live. There's lots of new buttons I'm learning about. Another activity is you read your child a story, but this time, not only are you reading the story, you're acting out parts of the story together. You're able to engage your child and yourself in the story and enjoy the story fully. Set up a place indoor where your child can safely climb and jump and play and run. So we talked a little bit about that when I was introducing the music or freeze activity. Find objects for your child to push. It could be empty boxes. It can be furniture that is safe for pushing, that won't leave marks on the ground. Or you find objects that is safe to roll. Empty cans, or cans that have a lid, or jars that have a lid, and inside you can fill up with beans and different things that make different noises, and you can roll them along to music. You can roll them and hear what noises that they're making. You can roll them and use that sound or the rhythm to make up your own song or story or rhyme. You can use handfuls of leaves and throw them in the air and see where they land. I don't encourage doing this inside though, so this is another outdoor activity. If you happen to have chalk at home, outdoor chalk perhaps, you can draw around the leaves where they land. You can make up your own hopscotch game. You can do your own counting game. After you count each leaves, you draw a circle around them. More outdoor activities. You can go for a walk in the park. You can act like your favorite animal. You can sing about animals. Hop like a rabbit. Sleeping Bunnies is one of the favorite songs that we sing in EarlyON. You can trot like a horse. You can leap like a frog. If you happen to have a ball, you can roll the ball, throw the ball, kick or toss the ball to your child, depending on the age. With smaller toddlers, to teach them how to catch, I would use a ball that's at least 6 inches in diameter and that is made of soft plastic. In fact, perhaps maybe foam isn't so encouraged because if a child happens to swallow or ingest any foam, it doesn't show up on x ray. So we have to be mindful of the materials we're using. Maybe a sponge ball or soft plastic, and practice by hugging the ball. So you toss the ball gently into the child's outreached arms, and then you encourage them to hug the ball as the ball comes within their reach. Thank you so much for joining me on today's mindfulness circle. It's a little different than what we normally have here. Not as much singing. We didn't tell any stories, but we did do a visualization, which I'm really hoping that you enjoyed. And if you happen to have missed any part of that visualization, once again, you can go on our YouTube page and find the visualization that we did today, the inner child visualization. As we leave each other today, I invite you to hold your hands together. I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, inflating your abdomen and your chest, and out through your mouth like a straw. And as we leave one another today, I want to wish you peace in your heart. I want to wish you joy in your spirit. I want to wish that every time you close your eyes to rest, to blink, to sleep, that visions of joy and happiness fill those eyelids of yours. And I wish you safety and a heart full of joy. Until next time, namaste, and thank you so much for joining us in our mindfulness today. Thank you.